It is still the conversation here on Lagos television, and away from talks about democracy, politics, let's come into the celebration of today. It's the Eid-IL-Kabir celebration or the Eid-al-Adha celebration. And for Muslims across Nigeria and even the world, the Eid-IL-Kabir is also known as the Festival of Sacrifice, and it's one of the most significant celebrations in Islam. Beyond the festivities, what are the lessons to be learned? What are the values and the proper observance of this celebration? Joining us on the conversation to shed light and insight on this, we are joined by Sheikh Ibrahim Olaniyi. He is an Islamic cleric. You're welcome to the conversation, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Let's talk about the importance or the essence of this season. Like you said, it is either Eid-al-Adha or Eid-al-Kabir.
Yes.
And so let's start with the spiritual significance of this season.
To really appreciate the importance of Eid-al-Adha, one will have to go back in history a little bit, because what Eid-al-Adha means essentially is the festival of sacrifice, but not sacrifice as in the way we understand it today. Because sacrifice today has been linked to fetish, evil things.
Occultism.
Yeah, of course. And then sacrifice has also been linked to foregoing your right in order to give peace a chance. During the time of Adam, alayhi salatu wasalam, they were giving birth to children in twins, a boy and a girl, a boy and a girl. And the law there then is that a twin cannot marry each other. That is what incest was then. So, the first set of twins, the boy there will have to marry the female of the second set of twins, and vice versa. But because the female that was born with Cain was very pretty and he has become obsessed with him, he decided he wasn't going to, that he has brought his own wife from heaven, so he cannot share the lady with his brother. Okay. In order to resolve the matter, Allah says they should make a sacrifice by means of coming closer to him so that he can resolve the matter for them. And it turned out that Cain, having a corrupted mind ab initio, deliberately gathered, he was a farmer, he deliberately gathered all the rotten and useless produce from his farm, and he was going to offer that to God. Of course, he knows he was going against the law of God, so he is not pleased with God. God is not pleased with him. But Abel took the most beautiful and the most beloved sheep among his own sheep and slaughtered. And when the sign of acceptance was coming, it wasn't coming for the rubbish that Cain placed on the altar. It was coming for Abel's ram. This story is really pertinent to what Eid al-Adha is all about, is our way of letting the world know that it didn't start from Prophet Ibrahim alone. So, and then it didn't end after Prophet Ibrahim, because even in Egypt, when the last tribulation was to befall the people of Egypt, and Pharaoh pronounced with his own mouth that every firstborn of Israel will die, Allah sent an angel to Moses that tell your people to kill lambs and use the blood of the lamb to mark their door. So, and whichever door doesn't have that mark, the firstborn of that house is definitely going to die. Yeah. So you see how serious the matter is. And when God gave Solomon such immense power as he has never given any other human being since the beginning of history, the only act of worship that they do the most in the temple of Solomon was to sacrifice animals. So, Eid-Al-Fitr, Eid-Al-Adha, or Eid-Al-Kabir, as most people will call it, is serving two purposes. One purpose is to maintain the tradition that has been existing before Prophet Ibrahim was born. To immortalize it, in fact. Because as I said now, it was done during the time of Adam. It was done during the time of some other prophets of Allah before it came to the turn of Ibrahim. Now, when it came to the turn of Ibrahim, it was not about killing ram. It was a question. And that question was answered in Quran 9, Surah to Tawbah of the Quran. You find it there. Allah is a jealous God. He doesn't want you to love anything and give anything preference over him. He should be the most important to you. So Allah tested Ibrahim with his own life when he was little. People were going to throw him in the fire. They threw him in the fire. And God commanded that the fire should not burn him. Ironically, in fact, what produces cold hair these days is being powered by the same fire that we are talking about. The AC, in physics, it is fire that produces ice. So you see, the power of Allah is limitless. Okay. And then when he waited until he was a century old, and yet Allah gave him a son, and the boy came of age, he was 15 years old. He started dreaming that he was sacrificing the boy. He didn't do it in a clandestine way. He called the boy and told the boy, Ya bunayya, inni ara fil manami anni asbahuka. Oh my son, I kept seeing in my dreams these days that I'm slaughtering you. Fanzul, look at this situation. Maza Tara, what is your opinion about it? And the response of the boy is, Ya abati fa'al ma tu'mar. My father, do as you have been commanded. Satajiduni insha'Allah mina sabirin. You will find me among the most patient, God willing. And so both the father and the son had submitted themselves to Allah. So when it was clear beyond any doubt that Allah is the most important thing in the heart of Ibrahim, Allah replaced the boy with a ram.
Okay.
And upon that pillar, we have built this Eid-IL-Adha.
Okay.
And another thing I would like to add, I'm sorry, I should have added it earlier, was the story of Hajar. You see, even when Ismail was born, Abraham was directed to take her to the desert that is now called Mecca and Medina, that the whole world is now going there for pilgrimage. But when they got there, that was another question. Maybe it is your baby mama that is more important to you than me, your God. I want to know now. So he asked him to go and put them there. Hajar was begging Ibrahim and was asking him, are you going to leave us here in a desert where there is no means of sustenance and there is no one living here? Most likely we are going to be eaten up by wild animals. Ibrahim did not answer. Then he now asked Ibrahim, Allahu amaraka bihadha. Is it God that commanded you to do this? Ibrahim answered, yes. He said, Falan yudayi'an Allahu izan. Then Allah will not neglect us. Allah will not waste us. If Allah is the one that has commanded you to do this, He will not waste us. For another woman, that will not be her response. In fact, the situation will not be palatable at all. The man will not go scot-free. His clothes will be in tatters. But because Hajar was patient and she said what pleased Allah, Allah permitted Ibrahim make a prayer that I will answer now, and it will continue to be till the end of time. And that was when Ibrahim made the prayer, and that was what turned the Arabian Peninsula into what it is now. So, in our dealings with Allah, you must give to take. You can't continue taking. Even our people who always say, Ore ofesha.
A price was paid.
You know that it is not Ore ofe because you know you pay tithe, you plant seed, you do a lot of things. You do night vigil. It is not free. You have sacrificed certain things to get it.
Okay.
That is why if our country must progress, we must be willing to make sacrifice.
Yeah. And
still
on sacrifices, you have established the significance of the ram slaughtering, linking it to the story from the beginning, from Adam, Cain and Abel to Ibrahim.
Yes.
And so let's bring it now. Back then you had farmers or herders, cattlemen taking care of sheep, but now we have different people doing different things, and not everyone is a farmer. So we would have said, okay, everybody has access to rams. But now again, the economy of the country, not everyone can afford to buy a ram. I don't know how much it is now in the market, but is it compulsory if I can't afford a ram, and because it's the season of Eid-IL-Kabir, is it compulsory that I must kill a ram to celebrate?
No. It is compulsory that those who can afford it should ensure that your pot of soup is not empty. It is those who can afford it, and when they buy it, they don't keep it to themselves. They share it to the poor and the needy. In fact, making the poor and the needy happy is one of the main objectives of performing Eid-IL-Adha. So, but you are not allowed to go and borrow money to buy Eid ram. You are not allowed to steal to buy Eid ram. anything that is forbidden by Allah, money that is ill-gotten, will not be rewarded by Allah. You will not have that reward from Allah. So it is the money that you earn from the sweat of your brow that you are expected to sacrifice. So it's not the ram now that you are sacrificing. You will take note that every year the amount of money we spent on buying these rams kept on increasing. Yeah. And funny enough, no matter how much it increases, alhamdulillah, you will still find some Muslims who are able to buy. Not just for themselves, but they will also give live ram to some poor and needy. Not even flesh, live ram. So also Hajj. You will see that the price keeps going up, as if we are going there to do a certain business, that it's an investment. No.
So is it also compulsory to go to Hajj? If you don't go
it is a pillar of Islam. In fact, it is the 5th pillar of Islam. But it is not compulsory on those who are poor.
Who can't afford it.
Yes. It is only compulsory on those who are rich and well-to-do and can afford to go. You will be surprised that some people are not just going, they are sending multiple number of people to Hajj despite the exorbitant cost. So, if we can do that, that is the spirit of sacrifice. It is the money we are parting with. The money we could have used for something else, we are using it for that because we want Allah's pleasure, Allah's mercy in our life. And we know nothing goes for nothing. So, we will do that. But it is not limited to Ilayah period alone. You will notice that even during Ramadan, we are encouraged to give and give and give. Yeah. My advice to the Ummah is that you don't just have someone meet you by the riverside and start giving them baskets of fish. You can give them a net too. Let us direct our focus now towards empowering our brothers and sisters in Islam so that they too can empower others. And the coming generation will not be a generation of selfish people or misers.
Okay, let's also talk about, because a lot of people focus on the festivities, and I really like the way the conversation started with you establishing the significance of the season and the story behind it. Yeah. And so, taking the focus away from the festivities, how can Muslim faithful now balance it, that the season is not just about the eating of meat and jollying with family and friends? How, what more can be done to balance the spiritual angle of it?
What can be done to balance the spiritual angle of Eid-IL-Adha should have been done right from the last 10 days ago.
Tell us the significance of
the
last 10
days.
The
first 10 days of the month of Zulhijjah, we are expected to fast during that period. Even on the Eid-ul-Adha, we are not expected to eat anything before leaving home. It is after killing the ram, cooking the ram, we will take from whatever we can of the inside of the ram to eat. What I have that is a source of displeasure to me, what I observe, that is a source of displeasure to me among my Muslim brethren, is that most of this meat, they cook it, they fry it, and they take it along with alcohol. And they set up a party, all because they can do that. And they do all sorts of things that will make them lose the reward and the pleasure of Allah, for which they have wasted so much money going to buy a ram that will not cost them that much in non-festival periods. The non-festival period, ram don't cost that much. But when Ileya comes in, the sellers also take advantage of it, and they make the ram so expensive. Okay, fine, you are rich, you can afford it, but that does not give you the license to take forbidden things that Allah already forbade, whether you are in holy period or you are not in holy period. So that time, one should thank Allah in your heart that it is an animal you are slaughtering. If Ibrahim had been allowed to slaughter his son then, and we are now being called upon, of course there is a religion in this world, I mean among the idolatry practices, that they will call their divinator, their oracle, and the oracle will say, in order to make the world easy for us, it is the prince, heir apparent, that has to be slaughtered. And the king will not like that. If it were the son of anybody within the town or a stranger, that can still be acceptable. We have gone beyond that now. These days now, it's not king. It's not a matter of king or any monarch or anybody. It is just individuals who are greedy, who wants to make money rituals, and they keep on kidnapping children from schools.
That's even my last question now.
Ogbomoso, Ibadan.
Yeah, I want to talk about that. That's the question I have right now. And you just got it out of my
So
mouth.
if we were in the position that we have to be slaughtering our children, we will be in a festive mood. We will have the mouth to drink those alcohols and to eat those foods.
Sheikh, as we wrap up, Nigeria is facing several social security challenges. You just mentioned about the kidnapping of children and teachers in Oyo State, and amidst there are also insecurity issues in the north and all that.
Yeah, yes.
I would like you to, what message do you have for Nigerians regarding this, even as we celebrate the Eid-IL-Kabir?
We should all be alert, because it is also happening in Lagos as well. Only because Lagos is, what do I call it? A miniature world. Every race, every tribe, every nation is represented here in Lagos.
Yeah.
No matter how small their population, they are here. And because of the multitude of the population, it may not be noticed by many. Only those who are affected will know. Someone who is not influential, if their kids are kidnapped, it may not even be announced on the TV. They may have just put the picture on Facebook or WhatsApp status. But what we are saying here is we should be prayerful and be alert. We should not keep our mouth shut. We should not ignore the truth when it is staring us in the eye. Not long ago, trailers came into, was it Oyo State also? Fully loaded with foreigners. who were carrying arms. And in fact, they stored them in levels. It was shown on the TV. I mean, I saw the video. Was it Ondo State? I can't recall the area it happened anymore. That was when our government should have some mercy on us, the citizens too. They should not just be complicit by attending to other things rather than what is most important. Security is most important. And if it goes on like this, I pray to Almighty Allah that we don't become like Gaza eventually. Gaza, you know what happened to Gaza in Palestine. It may have started bit by bit like this, and only for it to escalate to a state where they had ethnic cleansing and people dying in multitude. I mean,
we have to keep praying and pray that the Lord will show mercy on the nation. We must thank you, Sheikh Ibrahim Olaniyi, for sharing insights on the Eid-IL-Kabir celebrations, and you have established that it goes beyond the festivities. It is a call for us to remind ourselves about sacrifice, compassion, obedience, and of course, humanity. Thank you so much, Sheikh.
You're welcome.
For your time. The conversation continues. Stay with us.